Hello everyone. This is where the magic happens. I've had a lot of people ask how I made this rack, so I figured instead of writing it out to all of you, I would show you. This rack is very, very sturdy with the weights, and I have it mounted to the wall. I went from a PVC pipe that would bend and bow and break to a wooden one finally that I built, and there's zero bowing with the weight of the discs. So how I built it, so all you really need to start is 2 end pieces. These end pieces are 8 feet long, 8-inch wide by 2-inch. So these are 8x2s pieces of board, and they're 8 feet long. I need 2 of them, one on this end and one on that end. And what this does is that's like the frame, the main frame of the system. After that, you start putting in your racks. Each rack takes 2 boards, and they are 8-foot 2x3s. So this is right here, it's a 2x3. Technically, it's not really a 2x3. It's like 1.5 by 2.5 or something like that. But you want to put each rack, you put the 3-inch side long ways, and then the 2-inch side on the inside. And you want to make it flush with the front of the sideboard, and you want to make it flush with the back of the sideboard. Long ways. And you start at the bottom and you work your way up. And the way that I space them out is from the bottom of the rack you're moving from to the bottom of the next rack is exactly 12 inches. So from the bottom of the rack you left off on, 12 inches up is where the bottom of the next rack will go. And you do that for however many you go up. You should be able to get 8 or 9. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you should be able to get 9. I trim mine down the top a little bit to fit in here. But if you had it go all the way up, you can do a top layer and either do a shelf system, another rack of discs, if you had the space. I did not, so I had to trim it a little bit. One thing I did notice when I built it is if it's flush against the wall, the disc will sit out a little bit. So I ended up putting spacers. I don't know if you can see them. No, I guess right there. If you look straight back, right there is a wood spacer that is drilled into one of the backboards and then drilled into the wall. So it's holding it, so if I pull it, this thing's not going to fall. It also gives it the gap so the discs don't catch, they don't hit the wall. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I use 3-inch screws, just deck screws, to put it all together. To summarize, if you wanted to do this without trimming it, so you get 9 shelves, what you would need is 2 8-foot 2x8s, and then you would need 18 8-foot 2x3s, and then a ton of deck screws. And that's all the part list you need, and this can be built. If you have any questions at all, just let us know in the comments. But yeah, easy peasy.